This is Sammy at Paint Fork Farm. Welcome back. This is Monday, April 1st, 2019, and we are just doing some quick work today. This week we're also trying to paint our kitchen, so we're spreading the farm work out a little bit over the week and just doing some quick projects here and there. So today we are bumping up the Scabiosa and the straw flower that we planted, or that we started 2 weeks ago in the soil blocks. Sam has them all set up, so I'm just going to come out and knock them and bump them up. The Scabiosa did great. You can see a lot of growth in there. We didn't have, there's some spots that didn't germinate, but I think this one has about 91 or so. I don't know, I did a quick count, so somewhere around in there. Straw flower, not as good. This one I think has around like 61. The ones that did go are doing great, but I think I forgot to spray the tops of these and keep them nice and damp, and I think that might have affected the germination. So in addition to bumping these up, we are also going to go ahead and start another tray of each of these, just for backups and everything, especially because we needed 100 of the straw flower and we definitely didn't get that. So we're going to try again on those and make sure to keep them the tops misted. And other than that, we are starting one more thing of dianthus this week. We're looking good on the numbers. For the starts that are supposed to go out, we're supposed to have 200 and we have 220, so we got 10% more there. On the ones that we're going to try direct seeding, then we wanted 100, we have 102, but again, that might not work, so we're going to go ahead and get some more started just in case, as backups. We are also doing one tray of phlox. The phlox that we started last week is doing great. I just want to try, they didn't need any heat or anything. They did well being covered with these trays to keep the light off of them. I just want to see if we can just leave one covered outside and like on the porch in one of our little plastic greenhouses that we got, to see if they'll germinate out there, just as a trial. Again, very short germination period and fast days to maturity and all that, make it a good flower to do trials on. So that's all for today. Welcome back. Today we are planting out some dianthus out in the field. So we will be using the BCS 853 with the tiller attached for the first time. And then we are going to be using the Haas double wheel hoe to make the furrow lines for our planting. And we have their both plows on and set in, so it's in the furrow position versus having them turned out so they would be hilling. The dianthus we are planting are the ones we were doing a trial on. We had a little problem, as you can see. I put them outside Tuesday to let them start hardening off, and spider. And it was very windy, so where I had them, the whole thing actually fell over. So it could have been a lot worse. They actually look all right. So we're gonna we're gonna go ahead and plant them and see what happens. So these were trials anyway. We originally were going to be direct seeding these, so we're not too concerned about it, and we already have another backup tray of dianthus started in case all of this falls apart. It's not going to be enough to fill out the row. We need 100, and I don't think we're going to get that. So we're going to pull some of the dianthus we started in the 72 cells, the plastic cells, the only ones we didn't soil block this year. We're going to go ahead and fill the row out with some of those because they're taking up a lot of space, and not all of them germinated. So they're also starting to get kind of like a white layer on top. So figured get them out and get them away from everything else. So that's what we're going to do. We'll show you a video. We'll do a video of the tilling. We're going to try it once and then go back and see what it does, but we want to take a look at what we will be tilling. We did the plow lines months ago. It feels like, I don't know, it could have just been a month or so, but we didn't till at all. We're trying not to till as little as possible. So we're going to do probably just as few sweeps as we can. Hopefully no more than 2 passes. And it should knock all of this grass and everything right out. So we'll see. So we have plowed, or we've tilled the bed a couple times, and I've made 2 of the furrows with the wheel hoe. Our measurements are off on our beds. They're not 30 inches, they're wider than that. So originally I was just going to be putting the wheel hoe right next to each other each time, and that was how, it was going to be perfect 4 rows all the way across, but we had to kind of adjust a little bit because the beds are bigger. So, it's our first time measuring out beds, and we were a little off. It looks like they might be closer to like 36 inches instead of 30 inches. So there's that. But what can you do? So here we go. We're gonna do the center ones. It's kind of awkward since we don't want to walk across what we've tilled. I gotta kind of do like a weird stretch thing here. I wish it had offset handles like the BCS. That would be great, but it doesn't. So here we go. Planting the dianthus. We didn't need to bust down into any of these trays, the 72 cells. We planted 109. There were 5 like leftover good ones, so we actually wound up tossing some of the ones we planned on planting in favor of the better ones. So we have 109 in the bed, all planted up. They're very small. I don't think they're gonna make it. I don't know, we'll see. We definitely didn't need to use a wheel hoe for the furrows. It's kind of deep. We could have just gone through with like a stick and made a much lighter line. So I'm interested to see how that's going to affect it. For spacing, we just have this very fancy stick or dowel that we have marked 12-inch spacing on with the Sharpie. We just lay it down and space it out like that. We do alternating spacing. So on this row, we have 12 inches here, and then the next row comes in offset, 12 inches here. So 4 rows. We are going to water them. We're going to do a light watering because there's a 100% chance of rain tomorrow. So for that, we'll show this at a later time, but we're going to run it off the creek. We have I think it's 1.5 horsepower Wayne pump that we just hook up to some garden hoses, and we have a wand. So we're going to do very light watering today just to get them a little bit, since it is going to be kind of warm today. And they'll get a nice rain tomorrow, and we'll see what happens. I'm kind of concerned with the rain tomorrow that the furrows, since they are deeper, is just going to wash and maybe cover them up. So we'll see. This is a trial bed, so we're trying different stuff and seeing if they fail, they fail. It's all right. We have other time, and officially we still have I think it's another 2 weeks, maybe just 1 week, that we could even direct seed dianthus. So again, we still have a nice window to play around with. So that's it. We will see you soon. I got to run and go get ready for work because we're going to be cutting it close today.